everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I feel like I am totally in the filming mood this week. I've just been so excited. One of my best friends from high school is actually getting married. I'll insert a picture of all of us together. But she's actually getting married on Cinco de Mayo, so it's been a crazy week filled with a lot of excitement and a lot of last minute shopping to get the things that we need. That sort of brings me to this video, and I think I'm going to kind of incorporate a couple of tips too for people who are bridesmaids or just anyone in general can use these tips, but these are sort of must-have things I think that would help make your day feel a lot less stressful. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the drugstore portion of my haul, and I will show you the products that I picked up. And a couple of them I think I've mentioned before, but then there's some that I probably haven't mentioned before, so I still want to share them. One of the first things that I purchased was the Pure Ice nail polish. Now, I have used this nail polish before, and I think it works great. It's only about $1 and some change, and I actually found this at my local Walmart, and the color that I got is Nasty Girl, which I think is a terrible name for such a pretty, sort of innocent pink color. But the color is really pretty. It's just like a sheer shimmery pink, and I think their polish is really good if you're just looking for something to, I guess, give you a quick fix if you're really in the mood for a nail polish or you know you need a certain color. With a couple of coats, 2 coats and a top coat, this polish works great. I find that it lasts me about 5 days and very minimal chipping, and it's great quality considering what you pay for it. Alright, another thing I picked up, and I know like it's so funny because I've probably talked about this like 3 times in my last 3 videos, but I'm crazy about the NYC Sunny, and I have one. It's actually a newer one, but what kind of worries me, and this is what the shade looks like. I've already shown it a couple times, but if you haven't seen my other videos, this is a swatch. It's just a very nice natural tan. There's no shimmer, there's nothing in it, and I really literally have talked about this so much. But what scares me is that as I've been out and about, it's getting harder for me to find. I don't think they're discontinuing it, but I think that it's a very popular product, so people kind of see it and grab it. Well, I happened to see one and I picked up a backup. Alright, another thing that I picked up, it is the Rimmel London shade 063 East End Snob, and this is their Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner. What I find is a little bit unusual about this product is how wide the tip is on the lip liner, and I'll show you and see if you can see that up close. But do you see how wide that is? It's just kind of like a really wide application tip, but the color is fantastic, and I'm going to swatch this for you. There's no like shimmer or anything in it, but this is supposed to last about 8 hours, I guess. I'm not really sure about that because I haven't tested it out yet, but I thought it was a really nice color, and I just think this color is a great all-around color to balance out your lip liner collection, and you could even wear it on its own, you know, like underneath a gloss. I think you guys probably saw my hair coloring video for the John Frieda Color Foam, and I did my hair in the shade 4N, which I am still loving, by the way. It's fantastic. It's like not fading quickly. It's just staying really nice. It keeps my hair shiny. Totally happy with it, and so happy that I repurchased it, but this time I think I'm going to go one shade darker because I really like the richness of their brunette shades, and I like the fact that my hair doesn't turn black when I use their dark browns. This time I went for 3N, which is actually the deep brown black, and on the box you can see that the color shows right here, and then here is the color samples on the back. I think I'm probably going to play around with a few shades of that in the brunette line of that. Alright, I also picked up, and I think I'm going to start getting into my like bridesmaids tips or whatnot, but these will apply to anybody. If you are going to be kind of like in a wedding, or you have a special event coming up, or something that you just kind of feel like you want to look your best and feel your best, and you don't want to have to worry about just silly things that kind of bother us when we're trying to have a good time, whether it's like your armpits smelling bad because you're sweating too much, or you're nervous, or I mean just all kinds of random stuff. So I'm just going to kind of give you a quick laundry list of things I picked up and things that I kind of do for special events that keep me feeling like 100%, so you don't have to worry about the beauty things that come across my path. First thing, I always like to apply a self-tanner. I think I've talked about that numerous times. I like the Glow Fusion Protein Tan Spray, Mineral Tan or whatever, but no matter what type of tanning you do, I highly recommend exfoliating before you apply your self-tanner. I think everybody knows that, but a lot of times people forget it. They wind up with patchy, streaky tans, and you get little skin flakes, and it's just not pretty. Now, you can use a body scrub, which I also do as well, but I think sometimes for me, it's really kind of hard to use body scrubs because it's so liquidy and just trying to rub it around, I just don't feel like I get an all over even exfoliation. So, I mean, I still use them, but I feel like there's better ways to exfoliate without trying to chase down the sand on your skin. So what I like to do for that is just get an exfoliation towel. Now there's a bunch of different kinds available on the market, but there are some that are definitely kind of coarser and grittier than other ones. And they also make one that looks like it's going to be exfoliating, but it's very soft and smooth. So you have to be kind of careful. I know the feel that I look for when I purchase these, so it doesn't really matter who makes it, but it's more like the texture that I look for. And this is the extra large bath and shower cloth. I think this was only about $3 at Walmart, but it's basically a buffer cloth, and this is the texture. It's just kind of like a really kind of a scratchy sort of texture. It's rough, but that's the purpose of it. You just put basically your body soap on it, and you just give yourself a once over with this, and it really exfoliates and kind of buffs out your skin and preps it for you to do your self tanner. And that way it'll make the whole application process a lot smoother and look a lot better in the long run. It also helps it last longer if you exfoliate, because then your skin cells, as they turn over, you're basically not applying your tan to kind of like dead skin. So yeah, definitely do an exfoliator, whether it's a body scrub or something like this. I just think this is a lot cleaner, neater, and more efficient, especially if you're trying to do a good self-tan application. I recommend going for false lashes. Now, there's a million kinds out there, and there's so many different shapes and sizes and whatnot, but I'll just show you what I picked, and of course you can make your own decisions as to what you choose, but the tips still remain the same. I always pick up a brand new set of false lashes and a new set of glue right before a special event, unless I happen to have already had one that I recently opened. So for this haul, I actually picked up the Duo Lash Adhesive. I really love this one for false lashes. And then I picked up these Revlon Beyond Natural in the number 91168 in Natural Defining. I really like the look of these because they're balanced all over. They're not specifically winged out on the ends, and you can see that the shape is distributed well throughout it. So basically you're going to kind of get a full fanned effect on your lashes, more like a doughy-eyed effect as opposed to that really kind of sexy cat eye look. And actually these were a bonus. They came with tweezers. So if you happen to be searching for lashes, sometimes if you like look, kind of shuffle through the products, or any products for that matter, a lot of times you can kind of see the products that have been on the shelf might have little freebies attached to them, and when they restock, they just push the new ones on it that don't have it. So you kind of look down the line, sometimes you can find some little surprises like tweezers in your lashes. So that was kind of a cool unexpected surprise. And then the Duo Lash Adhesive. This, by far, so far, has been my favorite lash adhesive. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about my lashes throughout the evening or whatever I'm doing. So this is a must-have combination. My biggest tip if you're going to try false lashes and you're doing your own makeup and you're going to be doing a special event, practice, practice, practice. It took me a while to learn how to apply false lashes, and sometimes to this day they still kind of like trip me up a little bit because I'll start off in the wrong place and just totally blow it. But for the most part, practice. Get them a couple of days early, or maybe pick up 2 pair. That way you can start to kind of play around with it and know what to expect when you go to use your false lashes. But these are the 2 I bought for this haul, and these are the 2 that I'm going to be wearing for the wedding. Alright, another thing that I picked up, which is definitely on my must-have list for special events, bridesmaids, anyone who worries about armpit odor. I know it's a touchy subject. A lot of people don't like talking about armpits, but it doesn't scare me to talk about it because I think it's an issue that affects real people, whether you're men or women or whoever. I mean, everybody sweats, and I guess what you do with that sweat is a personal decision, but I prefer not to sweat, and if I sweat, I prefer not to stink. I'll be the first to admit, I feel like I'm like the only woman on the face of the earth that can sweat like a man. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't mean I'm like barrels dripping nasty sweat, but I will definitely sweat, and I'll sweat in a hurry. It's so funny because if I get stuck in a sticky situation or I have like somebody like almost turn into me when I'm driving, I'll like feel like a flash sweat. Like I'll just get really pitted feeling, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sweating. It's gross. But another thing too, I always felt like when I was growing up, even though I knew I sweated, I always felt like I sort of dealt with underarm odor, which was kind of like just a gross thing. I mean, nobody wants to be the smelly person, and you know how everybody's always like pit checks, or maybe they stand there with their arms down a little bit tighter, like with your purse, and you just don't want to raise your arms for the fear that you're going to like blast everybody out of the water. Well, that's the kind of fear I had, and I'm sure on occasion I probably did stink because I probably wasn't using the right type of products to help combat the odor back then. But I feel like now that I'm older, I've sort of got that figured out. I haven't actually gone to get like Botox or anything like that in my armpits, but I have found a nice combination that I feel like is no fail for armpit odor. And for that, I actually use Secret Clinical. And the other one that I use is the Dove. It's the Dove Clinical, and it's the clear tone, and I actually just ran out of that, but I have backups of this one, so I kind of trade out between the two. I like them both equally, but I kind of tend to always come back to the Secret Clinical strength, and I use light and fresh scent. But if I'm doing a special event, or if I have something where I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I need to not be sweaty, I pick up this. And I don't always buy this, but when I know something big's coming, I'll keep a bottle of this, and you know, it may hang out a year or two or something, and then I'll throw it away. But anyways, this is the Clinical Strength Certain Dry Roll-On, and I actually use these in combination. Basically what you do is you just roll it on in the evenings, and it just says, at night to control excessive perspiration, use Certain Dry. Now I usually start this like a day or two before the event so it can kind of kick in the active ingredients. And then when I go for the event, I'll make sure I have this on, and then I'll use my Secret over it. And I swear, that's my no-fail combination. You won't sweat, you won't stink. The last thing you have to do is worry about your armpits. And the last couple of things are sort of like tips. Now one of them is a little bit more of like a personal item, and I don't want you to feel like funny looking at this, but I just want to really recommend something because it's really a good undergarment. And what it is the Victoria's Secret, and it's the multi-way, I guess it's their multi-way bra. It's a strapless bra, and it looks like this. It's got padded cups, and I like that because it really helps you fill out dresses. And if you're like, if you don't have much bust like me, I'm very small chested, but it just gives you a little extra oomph, but it provides coverage so if you get cold you don't have to worry about any problems. And it comes with a variety of straps. One thing I really like about it is the inside of the band. You can see it's elasticized, so when you put it on, your bra isn't going to like migrate down your torso. It's going to stay put because that kind of adhesive just helps hold it in place. But it has a bunch of little strap locations in the bra itself, and the basic strap locations are along the top like this. I don't know if you can see these little like ridges along here, but those are little openings for you to be able to put your straps. And inside of the actual bra itself, there is a pocket right here, and that is for extra inserts. And I'll kind of show you what it comes with. Mine came with clear straps if you need clear straps. It also came with your multi-way straps, and it's got like adjustable multi-way straps. You can make them long or short, so you can crisscross them, racerback style. I mean, you can do whatever you need to do with those. And then these are the little silicone pads, or they're not really silicone, they're more like a liquidy kind of a gel pack, and these can be inserted inside of the bra and just give you a little more oomph too. So I think that's a fantastic bra, especially for special events. You could get them in all colors, and I mean, it's a great bra. It stays fitted to your body, and it doesn't migrate, and that is so important for oh so many reasons. So I highly recommend that, and another great thing for special events. Alright, and last but not least, this actually fell, but this has been my lifesaver on so many occasions, and it's something so many people overlook, especially if you love pretty, tall, gorgeous, sexy, high heels, or whatever it is. This is a must-have right here. And these are called Safe Step Sole Pads, and they reduce slipping on wet, icy, or dry surfaces and extends the life of your shoes. And I'll show you the picture on the back. They look like this, and basically all it is it's an adhesive pad that has a little bit of texture, and I think you can see the texture in it, and you put it on the bottom of your shoes. And I'll actually show you the shoes that I'm wearing in the wedding. These are by Antonio Milani. I got these from Dillard's, and I'm not 100% sure if you can get them online, but I know Antonio Milani has a website, and these are the shoes. They are so gorgeous. I absolutely adore these shoes. Look at this. Aren't they beautiful? They're just gorgeous. And you know what's amazing about these shoes? You can walk in them. You can actually walk in these, but this is what they look like. And in case you're curious, I wear like a 7 to a 7.5. These are a size 7.5. But the detailing's fantastic, and they look gorgeous in pictures. But the problem is, and I'll show you the bottom. The bottom is actually, I think the bottom is actually a leather sole. It is. The bottom's a leather sole, and I've already tried them on. But the bottom part right here is slippery, and a lot of shoes are slippery. I don't know why they do that. I guess they want people to fall or something. So what I do is I buy, like if I have a pair of slippery shoes, I always make sure to pick up a pack of these, and you just apply these to the bottom of the shoe, like right about here, like where you step, and it just helps make you have like a more sure step so you don't feel like you're slipping all around in your shoes. And I'm telling you, this is probably the best recommendation I can give you for wearing big tall shoes and being able to pull it off with a little bit more confidence. Grab a pack of these. They're usually either in your drugstore with the like shoe care stuff, like the shoe polishes and shoelaces, or like in Walmart they're with the like Dr. Scholl stuff. So you kind of have to look. They put them in different places, but it's worth hunting them down, because if you're not confident about wearing those skyscraper heels for whatever reasons, like you're gonna slip, this will totally eliminate that factor. Alright, that being said, that's my haul, and that's my suggestions for special events, for bridesmaids, for whomever that helps. And hopefully this video helped you in some way. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night while you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!